Good afternoon, folks. Here we are at Mi-Fung Apiary. We're getting ready to put in the last of my bees that I've got to put in this today. Already put in 3 full boxes, so I've got a lot of bees flying. Some of them, I guess, they don't know where their mommy's at, where their home's going to be, but they're flying from hive to hive, so there's going to be some drift. But that's what it'll be, right? Right now I'm taking, these bees are Russian bees. They're from Mann Lake. It's got a plastic cover on here, and that is up over top of the can of food. I'm gonna hit these, got a little sugar water here just to kind of knock them down a little bit. What they'll do is they'll kind of clean each other off that way and kind of give them, preoccupy them a little bit, you know. Smack them down. What they do is pull the can out. Once you get the can out, then they'll get the queen out. Once you get the queen out, I'll get her set up in the hive here. What I'm gonna try to do here is keep as many bees in here as I can. And I'll go ahead and put this can right down in here because they're gonna get some of that later on anyway. I'm gonna find out which side the queen is on. There's little finger grooves here. And that kind of tells me where she's at. Done so far good today. I've not gotten stung at all. Let me just jinx myself. So the queen is in here. Hopefully we want to check to make sure she's alive. So she's in there, she's moving around. Big old girl. So what I'll do is I'm gonna wire her in. Move this over here temporarily, out of my way. Don't want it falling. Thought I had a piece of wire here. I'll get my wire. Okay. What I've kind of been doing is just bending it here, running it up here in the end so I know I don't hurt her when they go through that cage with that wire. And then come around to the other end. So around here on this end, there's a candy plug. So what you do is you twist that candy plug out. There's a cap on there, and it's candy in the end of that. And what they'll do is they'll eat that candy out. We can get the candy all ate out, then she's free. So it gives them some time to kind of get used to her because these queens are coming from a breeder down in Mississippi. And his queens may not even know who these bees are. I mean, it's literally that kind of complexity. They'll shake these bees from a variety of different hives down there. You don't know what genetics you're going to get as far as the bees you've got that are flying around right now, but you know that I got a Russian queen, right? So in a period of time, all these bees here are going to die off. At that point in time, then my Russian queen genetics will take over. I'm just trying to make sure that this is level up here. I do not want it pointing down. If it points down and something happens there, then that plug could get hole could get plugged up, and then maybe you couldn't get in there and get any feed or get her out. So what I'm going to do now is kind of aggressive. So what we're going to do is we're going to shake these bees down. Just give them a good. Get them down, and that box is full, and now I'm going to turn it upside down and we're going to dump these bees in here. Shake them a little bit. You see we got lots of bees in the air. What I've been doing with all of these as I go through is I've been leaving the box in the hive. Just moving this down so I know we got my queen in a good spot there. Close that up. Close this all up. You can hear it, huh? Just a couple of bees in the air. That's 3.5 pounds of bees. Pretty good sized group. Didn't bring a smoker. Of course, she wants to get right up on the edge there. Don't want crushing the bees. They're fanning over here. Some of them got their little butts in the air and they're fanning and saying this is our new home. I wish you could see that. Maybe you can right down here. This bee right here she's fanning. She's got her little butt in the air, and she does as well. They're saying this is our new house, so it's kind of what I want them to do. Keeps all the rest of the bees coming this way. I do have to fill this feeder up. I meant to do them all earlier today. I did all the rest of them. I forgot this one, so I have to fill that up real quick. Two down in the bottom down there. When I fill that feeder up, there's a couple bees in there. I'm not letting them crawl out. There we go. There's a piece of board in there, but oh, little girl. There you go. You're out now. Yeah, there you are. All right. So, this box I'm just going to set inside here because there's still bees, quite a few bees inside there. Move the divider board down a little bit, just enough to where they kind of realize the dimensions of the house. We're done there. Got the sensors on. Obviously, that's not going to tell us much until we start getting some brood. Get these little girls off the edges here. Come on. You too. Oh, squish them out. They're pretty docile right now. They've got nothing to protect. Okay. So I mean, bees will sting when they're trying to protect something. So you can kind of see all the bees flying around. So today I put bees in the green hive there, the purple hive, the blue hive, and so now the orange hive is done. As you can see, there's just a lot of bees flying around. So they'll get settled down. I tried to kind of space them out a little bit. Hopefully this camera's working all right because I got it on a tripod. I don't have anybody here to film, so I'm doing it all on my own, and first time I've done this. So hopefully it works and everybody can see it. You see how to do a package. I heard a lot of people complaining about Mann Lake. This is the second year I've gotten bees from them. Very few dead bees. They can't help what the post office does. If you can't track these bees. I took the yesterday off thinking the bees were going to be here, and they weren't. And they called me today at work and said, come get your bees. I had good success with Mann Lake and the Russian bees last year, so that's why I went back with them this year. Moving forward, I will probably just use my own bees, but that's just, you got to kind of get started somehow. And I couldn't catch swarms. I caught one swarm last year, and that was all. So that's the update for today. We'll check them on Saturday to make sure the queens are out. Saturday or Sunday. The queens are out. They should start laying because they're bred queens. As long as these girls get the drawn out comb and give them someplace to lay. So that's it for now. Take it easy.